If you are struggling with getting everything that you want in your life right now and you are not getting it, that is because the version you are right now absolutely cannot get those things, and you need to become somebody different. It sounds harsh when you put it that way, but it is just the stone cold truth. If you aren't getting the results that you're looking for out of life, it is because you are not the person that gets those results. And you, which is fine, that's great, but you need to realize it so you can step into the person that does get those results. And I feel like deep down we know this. Deep down we know that we need to change ourselves. And deep down we know that we want to become our highest version, but we also sometimes don't really know how to start or where to go about it. We say we have these things we need to work on, like I need to stop being so inconsistent or procrastinating, all these things. But instead, we should start saying, I need to become that person that achieves and obtains those things and obtains those goals. So if you can just envision the person that you would like to become, your dream self, whoever she or he is, what she or he does, how he or she makes money, the relationship that he or she is in, how they even fucking talk and act, and start doing those things and acting like those person, that person. Basically, what you need to do is start cosplaying your dream self. Just fucking cosplay that person, even if you feel like you aren't worthy of being that person yet and you need to work towards it. You don't. You need to just be that person right now, and you can start doing it today. Start doing it tomorrow morning. Start acting like that person. Write down who you want your dream human to be, your character, how they dress, how they talk, how they act, the kind of people that they attract, what they attract into their lives, the kind of business that they have, and then just start doing the things that that higher version would do. And every time, or even reacting and talking and acting like that, because I know some of us are like, well, we have to get the money first to start the business. Okay, that's fine. Maybe you can't start the business right now today, but what you can do is act like the person that has the business. What are the other ways that they would act? How would they talk to people? Because typically those kind of people that have a lot in life are pretty confident, and they talk to people a certain way and they behave a certain way. So how can you start changing your behavior, how you think, act, talk, and react to things to become... That squirrel scared me. Hey, little squirrel. Thought somebody was jumping out on me. Anyways, to become that fucking person today. It is just such an amazing analogy, and I've heard it used a couple times, and it just really changed the way that I thought, because I feel like this day and age, we live in a time where everybody just kind of acts like they need to just love us for who we are. I just want to be loved for who I am. Okay, well, at the end of the day, who are you? Because are you even who you want to be? Why should other people love you for who you are if you aren't even who you want to be and you're not getting the stuff that you want in life? And you might be an amazing person right now too, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be on this constant growth journey and this constant evolution of growing and getting more and more of what we want from life. I feel like we always have this emphasis as well, if we're in this self-growth space, of just wanting to become our highest versions. And I'm just at this phase now where I'm like, I don't even know if there's a full highest version of myself. I think more in terms of we are constantly evolving and changing the versions of ourselves. And with that, we might be the best version that we can be this year, and then the next year, and the next year after that, as long as we constantly change into that person. And like I said, you can do that by just starting right now and stepping into that dream character, because this life is a game. You can play it however you want if you actually look at it that way. If you look at it as you are a video game character, and you can change most things in your life are pretty moldable. And sometimes it doesn't feel that way because of society. But just stepping out of society's views and start doing what you want, you can definitely achieve that. Like for me, I feel extraordinarily awkward talking in public spaces, especially when there's people. Like, I'm in a park right now. But that is one thing that I understand that the higher version of me doesn't really care about and is more confident about doing things like that. So instead, I just force myself to do it anyways. And it's been getting so much easier. And honestly, it just doing things out of your comfort zone that the old you wouldn't do, that you know the new you will do, it grows your confidence so much, and it really aligns you closer and closer to the highest version of yourself that you can be this year. So I feel like the best way that we can get what we're trying to manifest and attract is to become that person, that character. And it will feel weird at first. It'll feel weird for a while, but just keep doing it and stay consistent with it. Every time you feel like you're falling back into your old self, tell yourself, no, this is who I am now. This is the new me. This is how she or he acts. This is what he or she does. Whew. Like, for example, I am out of shape. I need to start walking more because dang, I got some talking too. Because that will move yourself into that person. And you will watch your life completely change before your very own eyes. And as soon as you do start seeing progress, trust me, you are never going to want to go back. After I heard this analogy, I started implementing it right away because it was a complete breakthrough for me. Where do I put my phone? And the very fucking day I started implementing it, I started seeing so many synchronicities, which I know synchronicities are kind of weird and it's hard to explain, especially if you're somebody who's very logical. But there is something about like this life that I can't explain. And I know one thing's for sure is I get tons of synchronicities when I am finally doing the things that I need to do or start becoming the person that I want to become. Or when I have moments that show me divine timing and alignment in my life. I always see like 222s like right away and I'm like, girl, what is that? What does it mean? There's some things you can't explain and that's okay. Maybe life isn't meant to be fully explained, but what we do know is you can do whatever the fuck you want in this life. So fucking do it. And stop making excuses for yourself because I guarantee there are so many people who have it way worse than you. I'm sorry to say it, but it is true. Have way worse things happening to them right now that are overcoming those things and still becoming their highest versions and still loving the life that they live. So step into that person today. Start acting like that person right now. Think in your head who your highest version is. Write it down on paper. Write down their hobbies. Write down their habits. Write down everything that you want about this person and start fucking acting like that person today, right now. Your life will literally start changing. Subscribe and like this video if you want to see more content like this and follow me along on my growth journey to prove to yourselves that you can do anything, because if I can do it, anybody can, and trust me on that one. Thank you and have a wonderful day.